Hi everyone, in this lesson I'm just going to review part of the Unit 4 Lesson 2 lesson where we talked about sector and arc, just as sort of a little bit more refresher on those pieces. So like I said, this is just going to highlight the part about finding arc length and sector. This is more of a geometry topic that comes up in this chapter. Since we're talking about radians and measures, it makes sense to talk about it here. So the main takeaway is that the arc of a circle is just part of its circumference, whereas the sector of a circle is the area that is created from that angle. So really all we're looking at here is what fraction of the circle these pieces take up. Now, a way that I used to remember this is that a sector is like a slice of pizza, and an arc is like the crust of the pizza. And so the idea is you just take the angle over 2 pi or 360, depending on which measurement we're giving, and we just multiply it by the area. So if I'm talking about 90 degrees, that's really the same as saying 1/4 because it's 90 out of 360. So if this was a 90-degree angle, I would just take 1/4 of the area, and that would give me that sector. In the same argument, that's how I would find the arc. Instead of it being area, I just do 1/4 of the circumference, and that gives me arc. And that's illustrated by this formula here. So the whole idea is just you have to find what fraction of the circle we're talking about, and then multiply that into area, or circumference respectively. So here's an example. If a circle has a radius of 10 inches, what would be the length of the arc intercepted by 120 degrees? So here's 120 degrees. Right? We know that 120 degrees out of 360 is the same as 1/3 of the circle. So I want 1/3 of the circumference. So circumference is 2 pi r. And since r is 10, it's 20 pi inches. So I do 1/3 times 20 pi inches. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't cancel, so we would just leave it as 20 pi over 3 inches. And that would be it in this case. In this same question, what about the area or the sector? So same concept, but instead of doing the circumference, I'm just going to say that the area is 100 pi. So 120 is 1/3 of 100 pi. And so that gives me 100 pi over 3 inches squared there. Okay, so the area of that sector is 100 pi over 3. So it's approximately 100, it's a little bit more. And likewise, the arc is approximately 20. Okay, the last one is if it gives me the central, we're looking for the central angle. And so you could also do this just using proportions, so I'll show you how. If the radius is 12 and it gives me the arc length, I know that if the radius is 12, then we know that the circumference has to be 24 pi. Because it's 2 pi r. So I know that if the circumference total is 24 pi, and the part of the circumference is 42, I can use this as a proportion to solve for my missing angle, just using some cross multiplication and division. Now you could try to solve this in reverse. I think if you do this as a proportion, it makes a little bit more sense. Okay, so I'm going to do 360 times 42. Just give me 1 second as I do this computation. It's going to be a big number. I get 1,500, or sorry, 1,500, 120, 24 pi times my missing angle, and divide this by 24 pi. Now, I could have done this in 2 pi as well. That actually might be easier in this case, but whatever you start with is just what you want to make sure you're ending your measurement on. So if I'm doing this in terms of radians, then I have to make sure I finish my answer in radians. So I get that the angle is approximately 200.5 degrees. Okay, out of 360. Okay, so that's really it there. I hope that was helpful for arc and sector. Just again, remember, it's the proportion of the angle times area or circumference, depending if you're looking for sector or arc. But it's the same concept, just part of those pieces. Thanks, I'll see you in the next one.